Hi and welcome. Are you thinking about starting a fresh chapter in a new home? Whether you're considering a cozy bungalow in the South Metro Denver suburbs or an active, vibrant 55 plus community, moving can be an exciting journey, especially after 60. The peak moving season is upon us. In fact, according to move.com, almost 70% of U.S. moves occur between May and September. And while the percentage of Americans who move each year has declined, the desire to relocate remains strong. In fact, Architectural Digest recently reported that Americans are restless after a survey found that 55% of adults are moving, planning to move, or want to move in 2024. Top reasons included increased affordability, desire for safety, and closer proximity to work, family, or friends. If you're on the journey of simplifying your lifestyle, just like many of the dynamic women I've had the pleasure of assisting, then this video is crafted especially for you. You could take inspiration from a recent client of mine, a wonderful spirit who decided to embrace change by transitioning from the family home to a charming townhome. Now, this move wasn't just about changing addresses. It was about being closer to her lovely grandchildren and savoring the simplicity and joy of managing a cozier living space. Sure, moving can feel overwhelming and it's notoriously stressful, but we've outlined 6 steps to make your move easier and smoother. Our hope is to alleviate some of the hassle of relocating, so you can focus on the adventure. So first, you want to choose a community. When you're thinking about making a move, one of the first things you need to do is to decide where you want to live. Now, this could be as broad as going to another state or aiming for another town, or you could be narrowing it down to a specific community type, like a 55 plus active community, a gated community, a townhome community, or even a patio home community. It really all depends on your priorities. My client who's doing this right now did a great job of getting clear on what she wanted. She was looking at a certain area of town. She headed west of Denver. And why she wanted to be there? Well, she liked to be closer to family. She also knew what type of home she was looking for because she was looking to decrease her housing costs. So your list of priorities might be similar. You might be looking to move closer to family. Maybe you help out with the grandkids. So how much of a commute do you want between them and you, and them and their activities? And then, can you easily get them to those activities? And also, are there activities in the area that you enjoy going to? There are walking trails nearby, parks, libraries, recreation centers, shopping, dining, as well as any houses of worship. And if you're still working, you're going to want to look at the commute to and from work, whether or not you're close to public transportation, just in case you want to use it. And once you have your area, now you need to explore what type of homes are in that area or neighborhood that will work for your lifestyle. So now you really have to think about the style of the home. Do you want a ranch-style home, patio home, townhome, or condo? And what do they need to have beyond the bedrooms and bathrooms that will help facilitate how you envision living? One of the best ways to do this is to think about how would you use the property? So like my most recent client, her vision was having an extra bedroom for an adult grandchild to come stay with her while she was studying at the local university. Or even in the future, perhaps a room for an ongoing caregiver as she's paying a place where she can age in place. Next step would be to drive through the neighborhood you're considering. Take a look at what it looks like at different times of the day, the characteristics, the vibe, and of course the nearness to things that you like to do. And you'll want to look at your budget. Did you know that 25% of the people move to reduce their housing costs? So if that's a plan, if your goal is to reduce the costs, then you want to calculate these costs into your budget. You look around at the cost of living for the area that you want to move into. I get it. Researching the ins and outs of various communities can be time-consuming, and sometimes it can be a challenging process, but we're here to help. Just give us a call. Let's discuss your needs, your aspirations, and we'll be happy to provide you our recommendations of neighborhoods that may be a good fit for you. Now, if you own a home, you'll also have to decide if you're keeping it and renting it out, or if you're selling it. And we can help you evaluate your options based upon the current market conditions in your area town. But I will say, most of my clients, they tend to sell so that they can use their equity in the home, a lot of times enabling them to buy the house outright for cash. That brings up a couple of concerns that our clients have. The first one is, what do I do if I sell my house before I can buy a new one? Here, the good news is you have options. Check out different short-term rentals, or in the Denver metro area, it's very common to have what's called a post-closing occupancy agreement or to negotiate a longer closing while you're identifying and going under contract on your next property. Other question we get is, I get stuck with 2 mortgages at the same time. Here again, you have options. Discuss about some contingencies that can be included in your contracts. For example, it's possible to add a contingency purchase offer that you cancel the contract if you haven't sold your previous home closing. Discuss the pros and cons of these types of tactics and what's realistic given the current market conditions. Ooh, now you have to plan for your departure. Now, preparing for a move can be both exhilarating and it can get a little exhausting. Fortunately, you don't have to do everything in one day, and you really don't have to do it alone either. When you work with us, we'll be there to guide you every step of the way as you navigate the process. If you're selling the family home, like a lot of my clients, this is a great time to start sharing your news about the move. If possible, have some of your family members come with you when you're touring your new home and neighborhood. Next, you'll want to start packing. And to maintain order and to make the unpacking part easier, we recommend packing one room at a time and then clearly labeling each box with the contents and which room it's going to belong to. And remember, this is also a great time to start purging, give away, sell, or donate items you no longer need. Finally, if you're leaving friends and family behind, schedule your get-togethers now. The last days before moving can be incredibly hectic, so make sure you block off some time in advance for real, solid goodbyes. Parting with the home and the community that you love can be hard, so try and stay focused on the exciting opportunities that are waiting ahead of you. Do you want more tips on how to make your move smooth and easier? Then go ahead and check out our latest blog called The Ultimate Relocation Guide, From Finding a House to Feeling at Home. The link is in the description. Hi, my name is Peggy Dursthoff at Live Denver Suburbs, powered by HomeSmart. And as you're focusing on those exciting opportunities ahead, feel free to reach out to us for referrals from moving companies, packing services, housekeepers, or any other resource that will make your move easier. We'd love to help. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.